Well, Crossfield here with GolfOnline. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about loft in lob wedges. It's a common question I get. What loft should I have in my lob wedge? Now I've got this quite fun one here sent from Callaway. See, it's got some writing and what have you on it, because I use this style of wedge. But they've sent me a 64 degree. This is what Phil Mickelson has in his bag. Now Phil is famous for having maybe one of the best short games you'll watch on telly. Certainly not afraid to get it up and down out of loads of different places. This 64 for me, even though I love the shape of it, I don't see a place in my bag for this club, and I want a short game as good as Phil. So you can see how personal this is getting. 64 degrees for me just feels like I can only hit one shot with it, which is a weak high flop shot without trying. Now I do obviously see a purpose for that shot, but I think in a round I'm using it 0.2 of a time. Do you see what I mean? You're going to have to go 5 or 6 rounds before that shot actually is a shot I need to play. Which is where a 64 for me is not going to feel like it's the right loft. So I am saying for my game, I'm not going to take the advice in loft from Phil Mickelson. And there shows you the real answer to this question. You've got to find a loft that suits your style of play, your game. Now if you're someone who likes to de-loft clubs naturally when you hit, then something like a 60 or 64, 62 might be better than a 58. So if you've got a 58 degree and you're someone who always hits the ball by taking a bit of loft off, so you're someone maybe as naturally wants the ball back in a stance, hand forwards, and just to hit down and through a bit more, take that loft off, then why would you not go for the more loft club? Where if you're a different style of player who has more of the natural instinct just to try and feel that you're leveling up at impact, or even adding a little bit of loft as well as you come through, then a 64 is going to be disastrous. When it comes to lofts in the lob wedges, you've got to get a club that suits your style of delivery. One that works for one of the best short games out there might not work for you. So for instance, I play with Coach Lockie a lot in the videos that I play in, and he has only 2 lofted wedges, and they're not the same as what I have through his style of playing. I film with Nicole Brock-Larson, who's a LPGA and European Ladies Tour player. Her highest loft I think was 56 degrees. So she's not afraid to manipulate that loft, and her short game was good, it was decent. Find a loft that suits you, go and experiment with some. 60 degrees is what I use, because I like to have a lob, turn it into a 64 and knock it down into a 58. When I was younger, I actually had a 58 and enjoyed doing it, opening up the face even more. But as my confidence has gone a little bit with my chipping, I'd rather have a more lofted club and just stand there and try and chip it, use the loft and add. So when you start adding, you do start mucking around with the bounce and what have you as well. Choosing lofts in your lob wedge is not as black and white as many want it to feel. Go and test.